So UFC 316, coming up in 7th of June. Their main event has been announced, Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, and people are quite miffed about it. A couple of reasons for that, obviously, that they fought not long ago now, and Merab with a clear win. The fans even said that the scorecards were too close. There was no big moment for Sheen. In fact, Merab had all the big moments, and he was even trolling in there. Biggest fight of his life, and he was trolling. That's how in control he felt. Sean hasn't fought anyone else to prove he's evolved at anything, and Merab beat Uman Nurmagomedov, so he's continuing to prove how good he is. Is it pointless? And could we have got an actual hyped main event this year from Sean if we would have put him against a Cody Sanhagen? In fact, if Sean loses this fight, why would we even want to see a third? He'd have to wait for Merab to lose, retire, or move up to get another shot. I'm going to analyse that, and I feel we may be running into a desperation matchmaking from the UFC, with it looking to quickly run up numbers for a specific reason. So we may see more of these fights where it doesn't make a lot of sense for long-term matchmaking. So what can Sean O'Malley do different? He's a long sniper, got the precision, he's got the footwork, he's got the timing, but Merab has the relentless pace and cardio. Merab knows how to fight these long snipers, but one weakness is he's open to the check hook when he comes in. He drops the right hand when he goes for a left hook. We saw him hit twice, once by Marlon, next by Henry Cejudo. Something a bit more risky I'd like to see from Sean against the grappler is lots of front kicks and body kicks. We need more volume from Sean in this next fight, and he has great kicks. If he can hit the body, he can wear out Merab. And a good front kick from O'Malley in the stomach or chest can make someone a bit more tentative. We can't have a bunch of waiting from O'Malley, as Merab would just walk in and take him down. I think Sean in the last fight was hoping to catch Merab with a knee when he came in, but to be honest, that's low success. It really happens. Guys are wise to it. You have to pressure and force that takedown to make them do that. Of course, you can't pressure like Merab, but you need a good medium of smart pressure, keeping behind your long strikes, because when Merab realises you're scared and going backwards, he starts dancing and trolling because he knows he's won there. I'd also like to see head kicks, leg kicks, punches to kicks. When you have a short guy, you can frustrate the hell out of them with long kicks. Of course they can take you down from them, but Merab will also take you down if you throw absolutely nothing. So more aggressiveness from O'Malley. From Merab, he just does the same thing as last time, because I think Sean may just try to catch him coming in with a knee or a straight right hand. You have to expect a bit more volume from O'Malley, though it may not be as chill as last time. But Merab can study in the first round, draw out the shots, and see what he has to look out for. Then he starts to find the takedown. If O'Malley fights how I think he will, which is like the last time, but with a bit more energy in the opening rounds, I think it's another win for Merab. But he could get caught and be on wobbly legs for a moment, then recover and steal it back. He's very hard to KO, Merab. I remember against Marlon, he got hit badly, then hit Marlon Moraes with 200 strikes after. But the stakes are high for O'Malley here. His frame is too small for 145, so this is his weight class, and a guy like O'Malley needs to be number one to start getting that McGregor level fame. It's if you want to be UFC popular or world famous athlete. That's what's at stake here. Which this is why I'm wondering about the matchmaking, because if we're thinking long term, you would build O'Malley back up, you give him maybe a Henry Cejudo, a fight that's a hype matchup against an older guy, then Cody Sanhagen, and he gets these camps to get his confidence back, start training and wrestling hard, and then you can do him versus Merab. If O'Malley loses twice in a row in a title matchup, people just aren't going to be interested when they know you can't become champion. That's just the mentality of a fan. So I'm thinking here, this is the case, and I think you'll start to see more of it. The UFC is trying to short-term pump the numbers, because the ESPN deal is almost over and they're looking to move to Netflix. I don't think a smart, rational promoter would do this unless they thought Sean was an older guy and they need to squeeze all the juice out of him. Clearly Sean is quite young, so I'm thinking it's a Netflix deal. And I have a video about the Netflix deal, talking about fan fatigue with the UFC as well. We could have got a good few hyped events out of Sean, with him climbing back to the title that we're missing out on now. We also have Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison as the co-main, and I like that fight. I think Juliana is a fun fighter. I know people find it annoying, but she gets down in the absolute trenches. You need a killer to beat her. She came at Amanda not scared and broke her the first time, and Amanda Nunes is like Mike Tyson for female fighters. I think Kayla's a fun grappler, is a good star matchup. Anyway, these are my thoughts on UFC 316. Let me know if you like these fights. If you think the rematch is pointless, I'm out anyway.